Okay, so we should now be live. So hello, welcome to the stream. I do apologise that we are a little bit late going live. I forgot to enable auto start, so unfortunately we are having the issues with that. I've got a feeling. Okay, there is also going to be a little bit more latency because, again, I forgot to change the settings. But welcome back to another stream. Today we are playing Pokopia for the first time, so let's get started. Just give me a second, because that might be giving you a little bit too much echo. Oh dear, it looks like someone needs a bit more sleep. Wake up. Come on, wake up. There we go. So this is Ditto. Rise and shine. Are you looking for something? Okay, so this is our phone. It's a Pokédex, and this model comes with a camera. Oh, right, is this the town where you used to live? It's so pretty. Oh, what a nice photo. Is that your trainer petting you? You look so happy. Do you remember what your trainer looked like? Okay, so we're going to get to choose our character. So let's go male. Interesting, so your trainer look like this. Something's kind of off. Oh, okay, right, we'll go male. Yeah, so like this. I see, what else can you tell me about your trainer? Okay. So let's make it kind of somewhat resemble us. So we'll do that. Set it to brown hair. We'll go familiar outfit 1. And let's go with that top, I think. And then familiar pants. We'll just do that. Headwear. So there's obviously 2 familiar hats. We're gonna go no hat, I think. Though actually, I might need a hat. We'll put a hat on. Familiar bags. So let's see, what bag can we have? I kind of like the idea of going with a purple bag to match Ditto. And then we'll go purple shoes as well. Okay, so let's confirm that. Wow, you're a natural at transforming. Ready to start your adventure with your current look? Absolutely yes. Oh, I've just knocked the mic. Okay, so if you did get a little bit of interference on the mic there, I did accidentally knock the mic. So this is the world of Pokopia. And if you just give me a second, I just want to check something. Okay, so it says walking and running. Tilt L to walk. Okay, so there we go. We can run by either pressing the L or holding B. Okay, there we go. So this is how we run and control our character. So let's speak to this character. What was that? Gadzooks, what in the world is a human doing here? Okay. What in the world is a human doing here? I didn't think there were any left. So this is Tangrowth. There's something curious about you. Are you really a human? Nope. Oh, so you're a ditto, huh? What an impressive transformation. Owner detected. Beginning backup battery boot. Beginning backup battery boot up. There we go. What's that sound? Where's it coming from? Okay, so we can start now looking around with R, which is quite nice. There we go. And let's talk to Tangrowth again. Where's that sound coming from? Can you find the source? I'm guessing it's going to be here. Let's inspect this. So obviously I've not played this before, but we've just found a Pokédex. It's even equipped with a camera that can take selfies. Ooh, that's a Pokédex I found ages ago. I want it. Is that so? I had thought that Pokédex was beyond repair, but it started working as soon as you appeared. You're welcome to keep it. I haven't the foggiest idea how to use the thing. Your human transformation really is quite impressive, you know. And now that you're holding a Pokédex, you look just like a Pokemon trainer. Could it be you've based that look of yours on your own trainer? Absolutely. Hoo-hoo, I'm sure you and your trainer must have been splendid partners. By the by, did that trainer give you a name? Okay, so we can't change this later, so we'll just put Console Corey in there. So we'll go to Console... Oh, okay. I was going to see how easy it is to do this. Okay, let's just do it properly. I was going to see if I could use the mouse function, but it's not the easiest to do. Ah, so you were called Console Corey. You betcha. Console Corey, that's got a cheerful ring to it. In that case, I believe I'll also take the liberty of calling you Console Corey. It's been quite some time since I last laid eyes on either a human or a Pokemon. And then out of nowhere, I came across a Pokemon in the shape of a human. How curious. What happened to the humans? You mean you don't know what's happened here? Right then, come with me. Okay, so we're going to go and follow Tangrowth over to see what has happened here before. So let's go and follow him. Okay, so we can walk towards a block by tilting L to climb on top of it. Okay. Because we can't currently jump, so we are just having to climb around. Items you obtain are placed in your bag. You can press X to look inside. Okay. So this place was once home to many humans, but now it's, well, what you see. The grass and trees are withered and dry, and all those humans and Pokemon who once lived here, they're gone. But my question is, where have you been this whole? What's that on the ground over there? Could it be a Pokemon? It's Squirtle. Go on, Console Corey, let's go see. Okay, so let's go and get Squirtle. I absolutely love Squirtle. I think he's such a cool designed character. Water. Well, I'll be gobsmacked if it isn't a Squirtle, and they're nearly all dried up. Here, I thought Squirtle was supposed to have an excellent command of water. Isn't there anything we can do to help? Did you notice the speech bubble that popped up over Squirtle's head? When a Pokemon would tell you something, a speech bubble will appear over them. It looks like Squirtle may have a pretty serious problem. You should try talking to them. Okay, so let's speak to Squirtle. What's with this place? Usually I can spray all the water I want. If only there were another healthy Squirtle around to help me. Okay, so what are we going to do to solve this? So you use transform. So we're transforming into a Squirtle, and we've unlocked the water gun move. There we go. So we have unlocked water gun, and we can now use that. I must say, I've seen better transformations in my time, but it looks like you can use Squirtle's move. Can you use that move to rescue Squirtle? I absolutely can. There we go. I'm saved. Thank you so much. I really thought I was done for. I owe you my life. Huh, something's beeping. Okay, so we can now get all the information about Squirtle. So, Squirtle it's a tiny turtle Pokemon, and it shoots water at prey while in the water, withdraws into its shell when in danger. Where to find, we have no information at all. And specialities alike. Specialities water. Ideal habitat is humid. Lots of water, cleanliness, healing, cute stuff, group activity, and sweet flavours is its favourites. So that is going to be quite nice. Just gonna get my analytics up there, just so I can see everything that is going on. So let's close the Pokédex. And ooh, looks like that Pokédex still works after all. Though it truly has been an age since I last saw any other Pokemon. That Pokédex's days of being useful may be long over. Oh, but that was then. Things have changed. I'd come to believe this world was down to a population of one, me. But today, out of nowhere, I met the two of you. Hope springs anew. By the way, where in the world have you two been up until now? I don't really remember too well. I always used to take naps next to a nice clear pond. But this time I woke up here, flat on the ground. Maybe I slept a little too much. Is that so? Fascinating. But this whole area is a total wasteland. I don't know of any ponds around here. Forget about that. See, the ground around here has turned green. I bet it grew because you sprayed water around here. That's so awesome. Oh, it's true. The ground was parched, but now it's sprung back to life. It's only a bit, but it looks just like it. Oh, just like it did in the old days. Consul Croy, seems you might have some sort of mysterious power. What do you say? Will you water the ground and plants around here for us? If you do, this place could become so much nicer to live in, like it was before. Yeah, great idea. Okay, so what I want to quickly do is head into the settings. Because I want to put the text speed on slow. Just so we have a little bit more time to do that. I'm going to swap that on the run and jump. Just because I prefer to jump with B. But that should be... we're going to turn mouse mode off. We don't need mouse mode. Would you like to save your changes? Absolutely yes. Okay, so let's now go out of that. So we're in the Withered Wasteland. Okay, so we have... Okay, so we have Return Home, Camera, Tips and Tricks, Collection, Habitat Dex, and the Pokédex. So what's in the collection? Okay, so this is what we will come across throughout the game. There is lots of stuff to come across. So it looks like we're going to have a lot of work to do here. But let's go and water the ground. So in terms of plans with this other cozy game that I am now playing is we will try and sometimes do a video as well as a stream. We will try and stream every week, but there we go, we have made a habitat. And so that's entered our habitat dex, which gives us the pretty flower bed. A beautiful bed of wildflowers. A faint sweet aroma wafts about it. Let's open that. Okay, so we have obviously all of the details on how that works. But let's continue doing this. Because what I do know within the game is that when we make habitats, we will be able to find some more Pokemon, which will be massively helpful to us. But yeah, so in terms of our plans, I want to have, because you can have multiple Pokemon living in the same house. So I'm thinking having my Pokemon live in houses based upon what they are. So I do know a fair bit about Pokemon as a whole. What? Console Croy, I haven't withered away yet, you know. It's the dried up grass and flowers you should be watering, not me. Okay, I do apologise, I was trying to get under you. Let's just do that. I mean, it's nice that we get that fun interaction, though. It's quite a nice interaction to get. But yeah, so similar Pokemon living together I think would be nice. I don't know all the Pokemon that we can get in this game. And I'm guessing this is going to make another habitat. There we go. So we've got the tall grass habitat, which will allow even more Pokemon to spawn. So this is just 4 tall grass for this one. But let's... oh, this brings back memories. Back in the day, there was tall grass like this all over the place around here. Seeing such fresh, green, tall grass makes me feel like Pokemon might return at any moment. Okay, so this is going to indicate that the story is going to allow us now to actually unlock more Pokemon and have Pokemon actually joining us in the world of Pokopia. So what I know is this is set in the Kanto region, so far as I am aware, and it's someone there. Let's see what we can find in the tall grass habitat. We have Bulbasaur. So Bulbasaur is a grass type Pokemon. Originally found in the Kanto region in Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow. But yippee, nice to meet you. This plot of tall grass is kinda small, but I like it. I love leaves and grass and stuff, and living by lots of green things. So let's get out our Pokédex once again. So this is a seed Pokemon. It carries a seed on its back right from birth. As its body grows larger, the seed does too. So, we have got all the information there. Type is grass and poison. So if you are playing a normal Pokemon game as well, and that is the types that is really important for you to know. So you find them in the tall grass habitat at most times of day, it looks like, because that would seem sunrise, day, sunset and night. And of course in any weather. And specialities is grow, ideal habitat, bright, and favourites, lots of nature, soft stuff, cute stuff, lots of water, group activities, and sweet flavours. Okay, so we have become friends with Bulbasaur. Ooh, now Bulbasaur's come round. You know, Console Corey, ever since I met you, Pokemon have been reappearing one after another. It seems you really do have some sort of mysterious power. I don't suppose you could carry on making comfy habitats for Pokemon, Console Corey? Doing that might make it possible to see a world overflowing with Pokemon again, just like the old days. Naturally, I'll help out too. If there's anything you're ever wondering or unsure about, don't hesitate to ask me. Okay, so we've now got Pokemon requests. If Pokemon looks troubled and has a speech bubble over their head, try talking to them. So, that's just started with Squirtle. This feels so good. Keep it going, Ditto. Okay, so Bulbasaur's home is where we currently are. And let's speak to Bulbasaur. The ground here is too dry and the grass is all wilty and it's nothing like where I lived before. Can you help, Ditto? Would you water the dry tall grass, please? I want to make this place way greener. If you do that for me, I'll teach you something really neat to say thanks. A Pokemon request has been recorded in your Pokédex. Press the plus button to open the main menu, then select request to check it out. Okay, so we have requests. It just says use water gun to revive 10 patches of dry tall grass. Okay, so we've got a little patch of dry grass here. So let's go around and do this not resident request, that's Heartopia, Pokemon request. I just want to get as many as I can in this kind of group. And this tree is withered. Looks like it needs some water. Okay, so this will hopefully get us some more food. And I believe if we continue to water around the tree, we might make another habitat. Maybe. If we just water just about there. If I can remember the buttons that we use. I actually thought that was going to make a habitat, but it doesn't seem to make a habitat. Okay, so once you've completed Pokemon's request, make sure to report back to them. Okay, so let's go and make this into the habitat that it is going to be. Okay, so it doesn't always show us a habitat. So I'll have to see, because I need to figure out how we actually see if we've made a habitat. Oh, let me teach you. Okay, so what is Bulbasaur going to teach us? Oh, you watered some dry tall grass. The place looks greener now. Thank you. Since you helped me out, I'll teach you my move. Watch this. Ta-da! What you think? That move's called Leafage. You use Transform. Okay, so we can now do Leafage. And we can actually now make leaves just appear wherever we want. So you learned Leafage. Okay, there we go. So it's actually supposed to send leaves. It's actually supposed to send leaves flying at your opponent. But it looks like when you use it, it makes tall grass grow out of the ground. I think that's a very you way of using the move. Okay, so if we... Okay, so we just use the D-pad to change. So we've got nearby habitats is Bulbasaur's home. Switching between moves, it's obviously said that. Now if we do Leafage, because I want to say that there's a way in which you can make a habitat with a tree. Just because this morning, oh, there we go. You restored a tree-shaped. Hang on, we'll get the full thing. So it didn't pop along very long. A tree-shaded tall grass. So shaded tall grass that stays cool even in the midday sun. Pokemon might stop by to relax. So a large tree, any, and 4 tall grass is how we make that one. And so that should mean we get to hopefully find some more Pokemon in there. Now, have we got any Pokemon in here? No. Okay. Now, I believe somewhere, whether we can get there or not at the minute. Oh. What could this be? Okay, we can't get in there yet. Do we reckon? Well there, Kozukura, you've wandered awfully far away. I think you'd better spend a little more time getting used to this place before you set off somewhere else. Okay, I was going to say, do we reckon we can go and find Magikarp? Because I have watched a little tips and trips video. We'll just clear that. Oh. So, I have watched a little tips and tricks video on what you can do in the early game. So I kind of know what's coming up, but not entirely like knowing loads of it. But it looks like we do just need to kind of keep going on using our water gun. But I think we've done enough. Should we see if we could talk to Tangrowth? I recommend talking to other Pokemon, not just me. I'm sure they'll be happy to help you out. Okay. Oh, Squirtle was me. Ooh, this tall grass looks awesome. Hey, I was wondering, think it'd be okay for me to live here in this tall grass? Go for it. Great, thank you, Ditto. Okay, so once a Pokemon settles into a habitat, it becomes their home. Did you know Squirtle smells really good? Look at this. Okay, so we can give him a leaf. What's that? Oh, is it a present for me? It's for you. Wait, really? Thank you, that makes me so happy. Okay, so it looks like we can gift Pokemon as well, which is quite useful to know. Let's just continue kind of watering the grass. This does seem a little repetitive, so I'm hoping that we will come across some other Pokemon soon, just because obviously I don't want to be doing this for the whole stream, because I think it would be very boring to watch me just kind of filling in the space. But this is going to be the first kind of series that I'm intentionally doing on this platform, because obviously this is only available for the Nintendo Switch 2. And so obviously that is what we have to play this on. It doesn't look like we have any other... Oh, but Tangrowth has a present for us. Let's see what he has to get us. So, I'd resigned myself to being alone in this world forever. But thanks to you, Console Croy, it seems Pokemon are coming back. I really can't thank you enough. Hehe. And as a token of my gratitude, I have a present for you. Ta-da! What do you think? My bag's too little? Hoo-hoo, this isn't the type of thing you can carry around in your bag. It's called a chair. Humans used to sit on these when they were tired. Since you've been running around all this time in the shape of a human, I thought it would be perfect for you. I actually used to live with a human myself, a long time ago. This chair belonged to that human, so it's got a lot of memories attached to it. It's a hair small for me to use, though, so I'm giving it to you. Please take good care of it. You use stockpile. You swallowed the log chair. Whoa, were you even listening to me? Chairs are not food. Well, I'll be so you can store items inside your body, huh? Seems like a mighty handy skill to have. Would you mind placing that chair down around here? Okay, so let's just place a chair down so we can press A to spit it out. Now then, go ahead and sit on the chair. You know, I think I'll take a bit of a rest too. So let's sit on the little wooden chair. Phew, it's been ages since I've taught this much. I've gone and tired myself out. Ugh. It's a bit chilly now the sun's gone down. You know, humans made handy tools to keep both heat and cold at bay. Looks like you're better at transforming into a human than you are at transforming into Pokemon. Maybe that means you'll be just as good as a human at making fancy tools too. Probably. Hoo-hoo. If you could use that special power of yours to create more nice places for Pokemon to live, that would really warm my heart. Excuse me, can I tell you something? I found something weird. Follow me. Ho ho, what do you suppose Bulbasaur's found? Why not go along with them and see? Okay, let's go and follow Bulbasaur. What has he found? Over here. Okay, so we need to talk to him again. So see this thing, what do you think it is? I think it's a bed for napping. This is a workbench. You can make all kind of items here as long as you've learned the recipe. Okay, so try crafting something. Okay, let's press craft and see what we can do. Okay, whoa, that surprised me. I guess it's not a napping bed after all. Huh? There's something stuck in there. You got some simple wooden DIY recipes. Try making something with the recipes you got. You might be able to make something that can warm up chilly Pokemon. Okay, so you can craft furniture and other items here as long as you have the right recipe and materials. So we can make a campfire. We'll just make the one. Make one campfire, yes. You made one campfire. Okay, well, that's so cool. What is it? Do you think the professor will know? Professor Tangrowth? Yeah, Tangrowth. Seems really smart, and they're all tangly and messy like a professor, right? So let's show that campfire to Professor Tangrowth. Okay, so let's jump down here and speak to Professor Tangrowth. My word, is that a campfire? Thank you so much. Just as I was really starting to shiver, could you set it down here? Okay, so let's so open your bag and select the campfire, and we can just place it down there, and press Y to pick up items on the ground. These items will be stored in your bag. Okay, so we have obviously done that a few times, but let's just place that back down. So it just says about picking up items at the minute, because we're still in the tutorial kind of phase of it. Press Y to pick up items on the ground, which we've done. Oh, it's a tad far away. Okay. I was going to put it near my seat. But I suppose we need to be nice on Tangrowth. Hey, Professor, what is this thing? This here is called a campfire. It makes the area bright and warm. Brr. Huh? But it's not very warm, is it? Quite right. Now that I think about it, the fire is not actually lit. A campfire needs fire. But it could be a wee bit challenging for us to start a fire on our own. I know somebody who can spit out fire. I haven't seen them around here, though. Ooh, you've got a friend who can do that, have you? What sort of place did they live in? Well, you know the plot of tall grass that Ditto made for me? It was like that. Say, Kozokoi, why don't you make another plot of tall grass like the home you made for Bulbasaur? A Pokemon who can make fire might come by if you do. Okay, so it looks like what we're going to do is go and get... Now that to me it looks like Charmander. So let's go and make, using our leafage, let's go over here and just make another little habitat, and we can see if it will work on actually getting us. Charmander would be quite nice, which is the other starter Pokemon in the original series, which is obviously where this game is set. But that is little Charmander. Uh-oh, be careful around my tail. If you bump into it, you could get a real nasty burn. My friend stepped on my tail once and got super mad because it was so hot. Even though I'm the one whose tail got trampled, it hurt so bad I was spitting fire, literally. Okay, so this is going to be our Pokedex. So this one is a lizard Pokemon. If Charmander is healthy, the flame on the tip of its tail will burn vigorously and won't go out even if it gets a bit wet. Okay, so he is a fire-type Pokemon. Where to find is in the tall grass, in any weather other than rain, and at all times of day. His specialities is burn, ideal habitat is warm, and favourites is lots of fire, wooden stuff, hard stuff, exercise, group activities, and spicy flavours. Okay. Huh? You want me to light a campfire? Sure thing. Stuff like that's no problem for me. Just take me to the campfire and watch me shine. If you talk to a Pokemon and select follow me, that Pokemon will follow you around. You could also press up while standing next to a Pokemon to get them to follow you. Okay, so we can get him following us. Seems like Charmander is ready to follow you. Now head on over to the campfire. If you wait for a moment in front of the campfire, Charmander will light it for you. Okay, we'll do that in just a second. I will just be back in a second. Okay, so I am back. Let's go and walk over to Professor Tangrowth's thing, and he has lit the fire for us. How's that? I lit the fire for you. Oh, with that, the campfire is complete. Thank you, Charmander. What a welcome warmth. Now that it's gotten dark, why don't we call it a day and get some rest? Thank you for the help, everyone. Truly. By the by, I notice you've been transformed into a human this whole time. Just give me a second. That's just someone at my... Okay, I do apologise about that. I just had to go and get something. So, could it be that you really miss the human you look like? Yeah. I understand a long time ago, a very long time ago, there was a human I spent all my time with. Beloved by everyone, humans and Pokemon alike. Where are they now? I don't know. But I do have a theory. You started creating some comfortable habitats for Pokemon, and as a result, they've begun coming back here, right? I'd wager that it will work the same for humans. Humans and Pokemon once lived happily together here. If this world grows beautiful again like it was back then, I expect the humans will eventually return here as well. Mark my words. You know, now that we've got so many Pokemon back here again, I think I'll share some stories about the old days. Back when I was just a child and the humans then Pokemon was such a help. Are you listening? I think we've all gone to sleep. Don't think we're interested in the stories of Professor Tangrowth, unfortunately. Because it does look like we are just going to sleep. There we go, so we've woken up. Oh, Console Cora, you're awake. Did you know that you slept for an entire day, ho-ho? Today I plan to start searching for clues about what happened to the humans. Meeting you has stirred up hope in this old heart. There's a human-made building over yonder. It's in a pretty sorry state, but that's where I plan to begin my investigation. If you don't mind, I could use your help. We might find something useful. Okay, so sorry about that. I was just talking to someone that is in the room with me. But let's go. So now let's see here. Let's inspect this. It's a worn lumber. Is there a move that could be used to cut it? Okay, so I think we need to maybe just go round. There we go. We can do that. And we will get to Professor Tangrowth. So let's speak to him. Okay, so oh dear, it looks so badly broken down, I don't even know where to begin. Oh, here's something I recognise. It's called a PC. I haven't the foggiest idea how to use it, but it always seemed awfully handy. I wonder how this is used. Yaha! Beep beep beep. Rebooting Pokemon Center Management System. Please use the PC. What's this? The PC is talking? Did I make it angry? Please, Console Corey, figure out what the PC wants. Okay, so we obviously have the PC. Let me just talk to him. Oh, figure out what the PC wants. Okay. So, scanning surroundings. Scan complete. Displaying results. Environment level, terrible. This environment is not suitable for Pokemon to live in. What? Oh dear. I did make it angry, didn't I? Booting up PokeLife, the environment improvement app. The PokeLife app is committed to creating a comfortable environment for Pokemon and humans. By completing challenges provided each day by PokeLife, you can gradually restore the environment to a state where Pokemon can live comfortably. Go ahead and check out the challenges menu. Okay. We've prepared a few goals for you. The first challenges should be fairly easy, so please give them a try. And of course, those who complete challenges will receive some wonderful gifts. Now go out and live your best PokeLife. So, has it finally calmed down? I didn't understand a whit of what that PC was saying, but I hope it will be useful to you. Okay, so, complete challenges as you go about your day to earn life coins. Okay, so it said, if we go here and go... Oh, hang on, no, we need to go to the PokeLife. Though, this is a Pokeball. Okay, so we get items in the Pokeballs. And this is a little storage box, which is quite nice. You found a trace of Pokemon. The sparkle is a trace of Pokemon. When you touch it... When you touch it, a hint about a Pokemon's habitat will be recorded in your Pokédex. Okay, so this is going to be a boulder shaded tall grass. So I think all we need to do, think carefully about what kind of habitat you should make to meet a new Pokemon. Press the plus button to open the menu, then select Habitat Dex to view all the hints you've gathered. So I think we need to do that, and then I'm going to say, if we put down 4 leafage, though we are out of energy, so let me quickly have one of these berries that we got off of a tree earlier. And oh, we need to actually water gun this first. So let's go and do our water gun around here. And we can place down some leafage. And that makes the boulder shaded tall grass habitat. So that is obviously going to spawn in a new Pokemon. So we've created another Pokemon habitat. New Pokemon will now appear in new habitats. But it may take some time, so feel free to do other things while you wait. Rare Pokemon in particular may take a while to show up, so just let things take their course, there's no rush. However, there is a Pokemon hanging around in the bushes, so let's see what we get. So this Pokemon is called Timber. Ha! What do you think? I'm pretty good with this lumber, right? You should watch me build. I'm a total pro. Let me know if you ever want help building a house. Okay, so we've got a Pokemon that has agreed to help us do some building. This is a muscular Pokemon, always carrying squared logs. They help out with construction. As they grow, they can carry bigger logs. So this one is a fighting type Pokemon. So if you have played the kind of normal Pokemon games, this would be a fighting type. Obviously, as we know, spawns in the boulder shaded tall grass, and it spawns in any time and any weather. Specialities is building. Pokemon with the build speciality will lead your building projects. And ideal habitats are bright, and the favourites are listed there as well. So let's close that. You successfully completed a challenge. You can report your completed challenges at Pokemon Center PCs. However, I just want to go and grab this little Pokeball. You got one set of pinwheels. Okay, and this is another trace of a Pokemon. So let's see what this one is going to be. This is an exercise resting spot. Okay. So, specialities trade. Pokemon with the trade speciality can exchange items with you at a cash register. Okay. So, I think that's going to need a furniture item, because it would look like that needs something that they would punch. So, a punch bag. It would look like that needed. But let's go and check our Poke Center PC. Because we have found a new Pokemon. Congratulations on completing a challenge. You got some life coins. You can spend life coins at the shop. Try opening up the shop window right now. Okay. So you can exchange life coins for various rewards at this shop. Use them to make life more comfortable for you and your Pokemon. Keep on living your best Poke life. What's this? You can get human items from that PC? I see, it looks like you can use the items you receive to help other Pokemon. And my word, are you ever good at wrangling that PC? I'm amazed you can use it so well. Maybe I'll give it a whirl myself, but it sure doesn't look easy. Okay, so you can use the coins you earned to buy furniture, recipe seeds and more from the PC. So, let's now go into the shop. So, packing tips, rookie, okay. So we don't need any of those yet, I don't think. But what happens? Mystery gifts. Okay, so this is if we get a password or any check mystery gifts. Let's see if we can get one via the internet. Hang on. I don't know what this does. That's early purchase bonus. Okay, so what is this that we have got? We got a Ditto rug for the early purchase bonus. Is there any others with the internet? Let's just have a quick look. You've already received this gift. Okay. Do you want to stop for now? Yes. Okay, so communicating, do not turn off the power. Okay, so we've got a nice rug for the early purchase bonus, which I'm sure will look very nice. Water trees and gather sturdy sticks is our other challenges. So watering trees is going to be easy, because obviously all we do for that is using our... and this actually is home. Professor's Diary 2 has been added to your human records. My grandchild plays with Tangela a lot these days. They both seem to be having so much fun. Just watching them warms my heart. Tangela shows interest in any and all human activities. When I'm working on the computer, he stares intently at my screen with a curious expression. Trainers who come to visit me also play with Tangela, and Tangela seems intrigued by the items they use. He looks enthralled by things like Pokédexes and Pokeballs. Are all Tangela brimming with curiosity, or is this little one just special? Pokemon really are fascinating. There's always more to learn about them. Okay, but there is a sturdy stick in here and a punch bag. Now, earlier, obviously, we saw somewhere over here there was a area to do a little habitat. I'm just trying to figure out where that was. I think it was just over here. So if we go into here and grab the punching bag and place that there, we will make a little habitat, which is the exercise resting spot habitat that we had the little hint for earlier in the stream. So after a fierce training session, Pokemon can rest their tired bodies on this bench. So this one just has the one Pokemon, it looks like, which is a common Pokemon, so we should get that quite quickly. But there is just a quick Pokeball we can get here, which is a pile of toy blocks. So if we now just go around, because obviously we have the quest to water trees. So we'll go around while we wait for a Pokemon to appear in some of our new habitats. Because it doesn't look like we have one there just yet, so we will just wait for that. And we will make this little habitat just because we know how to make it. And there we go. And yeah, that makes the little habitat there. But we will inspect this. We found a trace of Pokemon. Now, just to clarify, is this the one we got before? Tree shaded tall grass, which I believe we have done before. But this Pokemon is obviously, I think, rarer. But let's go into the habitat dex. So, tree shaded tall grass. Oh, okay, so we haven't got any other details other than this one, which is a common Pokemon. And we don't know anything that gets in the pretty flower bed either. We do have some common and rare ones. But let's head over this way. Because there's a fair few trees over here anyway. And then we can also head back to where we were originally at the start of the game. Just to see if we have some Pokemon, and we do. So let's inspect this habitat that we made right at the start of the stream. Okay, so we got Combi. Buzz, buzz. Hi there, nice to meet you. Are you the one who made this pretty flower bed? Wow, these flowers look like they have really sweet, juicy, delicious nectar. We're gonna live here now, okay? Thanks. See you around. So, tiny bee Pokemon. This one is a bug and flying type. The trio is together from birth. It constantly gathers nectar from flowers to please Vespiquen. Lives in the pretty flower bed. Specialties is litter. Pokemon with the litter specialty will drop useful materials near their homes. Ideal habitat is bright, and there is the favourites as well. So, a lot of information there, and we have obviously become friends with Combi. You've earned a recipe as a reward for discovering lots of Pokemon. Okay, you got a recipe for a storage box. That is absolutely perfect. Now that I think, because there's something sparkling up there, and we can't currently actually jump, so we'll just kind of climb our way up. But I'd say that looks like we're going to need a Pokemon to mine through that wall. So I'm guessing that's going to obviously be a different habitat. But we've got a little exclamation mark there. Looks like a pretty nice home. And yeah, there's a Pokemon there, which we'll go and grab in a second. But we can go and complete this challenge of water trees. So we just need to get a bunch of sturdy sticks for the other challenge. Which we just need to remember how to actually pick them up. There we go. And let's talk to Hitmonchan. Hey up. Oh hi, want to join me for some training? Actually, hold up, it's just about time for a break. Taking small frequent breaks is the key to not wearing yourself out. We can train later, okay? So this is a new Pokemon for us. This is Hitmonchan, which is a punching Pokemon. It corners its foes with combo punches from both sides, then finishes them off with a single straight punch launched at over 300 miles an hour. So that is a fighting type Pokemon just like Timber, and it goes in the X-size resting spot. Obviously specialities trade as we found earlier, and you can see the favourites as well. So we became friends with Hitmonchan, which is going to be nice. Let's talk to him. Oh hey Ditto, you got any stones on you? I want some to practice moves on, but I'm not finding any that made the grade. It'd really help me out if you could bring me 2 decent sized stones. Oh, you've already got some stones. Could I have a couple? Sure thing. Let's see if he's going to give us a move that we can use. Thanks for the help. Alright, let's get down to business. Hop hop. Hiya. Nice. That was some great practice. The move I just used is called Rock Smash. So I think that's what we're going to use for actually hitting things in the walls. So let's now have a look. So we've learned Rock Smash. So that is a new ability that we have unlocked. You can use that move should you be able to smash the rocks and grounds around here. But there is just a Pokemon hanging around in this little habitat. So let's see what we get. Ooh, I've never seen this Pokemon before. This is Bellsprout. I can't wait until I'm all grown up. I bet I'll grow into a pretty flower. What do you think? Will I bloom into a beautiful flower? Hee hee. Yeah, I just know I will. Okay, so that's another new Pokemon. Okay, so this is a flower Pokemon. It plants its feet deep underground to rehydrate itself. While doing so, it's unable to run away if it's attacked. So this is a grass and poison Pokemon, just like Bulbasaur. Found in the tree shaded tall grass, and specialities is grow and litter, which we have already obviously looked at. So Pokemon with a grow speciality can make plants grow faster, and litter we have already seen as well. Okay, so we've now become friends with Bellsprout, and our game is just saving, which is useful. But let's see, so we've now got Rock Smash. So if we go back over to where Squirtle was, can we Smash that now. Okay, so I'm guessing that's going to be with timber then. But over here then, where we spotted this little rock smash area, I'm guessing. So let's see if we can smash that. Ooh. Squeezing through tight spaces. You can shrink yourself down to squeeze through tight spaces. Okay, can we... So we can actually mine. That's cool. So this is ordinary soil. And, ooh. Okay. Can we get that? Let's just mine that block out. Just so we can grab this. Which is barren ordinary soil. Okay. Which we seem to have quite a few of, though. So we can return home at any point by pressing the plus button to open the main menu. But let's head out of here. We'll just transform back into our little ditto self. That's quite cool. And we've we've made a nice pond. That's quite nice. So... obviously, so we've got our few Pokemon over here at the moment. Though there is another Pokemon hanging around in this little habitat here. And that is a new Pokemon again. And this is Scyther. Swish. Huh, what's up? You need something from me? Sorry, but it'll have to wait. I gotta get my 100 swings in. Swoosh. What number was that? Oh well, whatever. Time for a little break. Okay. So this is a Mantis Pokemon. So Scyther, number 42. The sharp scythes on its forearms become increasingly sharp by cutting through hard objects. This is a bug flying Pokemon. Where to find is in the tree shaded tall grass. And it has the chop ability. So Pokemon with chop speciality can process small logs into lumber. Okay, that's fine. I had a notice saying my chat disconnected, but it says it is okay. And I believe we should have the ability to get Scythe to follow me, hopefully. Let's just quickly talk to him. Hey there, Ditto. Great timing. I'm looking for some sturdy sticks. Any chance you've got 2 of them? It'd really help me out. I was asleep for so long, my moves really lost its edge. Figured cutting a couple sturdy sticks might help me sharpen them up. Tell you what, bring me some sturdy sticks and I'll show you my super sweet move. Bet you could learn it yourself. No way, you've already got some sturdy sticks? Score! Those will be nice to slice up. Think I could have them? Sure thing. Thanks, pal. Alright, time to cut loose. Watch closely. Oh, he knocked me back a little bit there. Oh yeah, it's all coming back to me. That move's called Cut. Think you can learn it? We absolutely can. We are a Ditto, of course. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so you used transform and we got the cut ability. Just give me a second again. So you've learned cut. Whoa, hey, nice job. You can use that move to chop up stuff that's in your way and clear a path. Not even logs stand a chance. Okay, so we have found this log here, which we can now just shift out the way, and we can get some small logs. So let's just collect all of these. Press and hold Y to inhale all nearby items. Okay, that's going to be useful. So where are we looking on this? So we just need to get 6 more sturdy sticks to complete our challenges for the day. I am annoyingly having some issues with the chat, so I do apologise if anyone is trying to put a message in the chat, and if I'm not seeing it, I do apologise. It does just keep saying my chat is disconnecting, which is annoying, but we will just make do. But what I want to do is, yeah, I want to see if we can get some more sturdy sticks, because then we can actually complete this task. And then what we'll do is we'll see if we can come across a Magikarp, because I know that is how we unlock the ability to jump. Me go up here. There we go. Because then we can get this little sturdy stick as well. And I believe that's 3 more we've got. So I'm going to assume this is number 4. Which we also got a stone with doing the feature that it did just tell us about. Where we inhale stuff. Oh, gather sturdy sticks completed. So let's head over there. I do just need to figure out how we run, because I did invert the controls before learning how we actually jump. But let's gather these sturdy sticks. Congratulations, we have done all the challenges. And since you're such a go-getter, here's a special request. Please raise the comfort level for one Pokemon living here. You can improve a Pokemon's comfort level by adjusting the environment so they feel happy and comfortable. Okay, different Pokemon prefer different environments, so try out a variety of things to help. If you successfully improve one Pokemon's comfort level, you'll unlock new challenges. So with that, please do your best to complete the comfort level challenge. Oh, Kozokoi, I see you're using the PC. I knew I could leave that to you. Is it safe to assume that you agree that this area still isn't exactly a pleasant place to live? If you could use that human-like dexterity of yours to help improve the other Pokemon's comfort levels, I'd be very grateful. Come to think of it, Bulbasaur seems to have a problem of some sort. So why don't you start by talking to Bulbasaur? Okay. So it looks like we are just going to go and speak with Bulbasaur. If we can... Oh, so I wish I had a nice place to sleep. Okay. At some point we need to organise this place because, like, this is very difficult. Where's Bulbasaur? There we go. So I wish I had a nice place to sleep. Here, look what I just found. You can have it. You got a leaf. Thanks, Bulbasaur. I bet you could use that to make all sorts of useful stuff. Do you need anything? Huh, well, actually, I've kind of been having some trouble sleeping. It'd be really nice if I had something soft to sleep on. Absolutely, I'm sure we can get that to work for Bulbasaur. Get him some nice bed for him. And we came with a recipe for a straw bed. So let's see if we can remember then. Where did we put the, well, where is the crafting station? So let's see. It needs 2 leaves. So let's just make 2 of these, I think. Just so we can have a bed for a couple of Pokemon. So let's come out of that. And we will go into our inventory to place down the straw bed in Bulbasaur's home, if we can figure out where Bulbasaur lives. Which one is Bulbasaur's? That's Combi's. This is Bulbasaur's home. Okay, let's place this here then. And we'll place one in Charmander's house as well. Even though there's a good chance he might just set fire to it, but we'll be fine. Talk. This straw bed is super comfy. I bet I'll sleep great from now on. Thank you. I'm sure other Pokemon would be really happy if you put things like they like around their homes too. Okay, so this is how we're going to increase the comfort level. So ask them if they're feeling comfy and they will tell us what they want. You can press R near a Pokemon's home to display the area around it. The area display will disappear again if you press R again or if you move away from the home. Congratulations, you raised Bulbasaur's comfort level. There are new challenges available at the nearest Pokemon Center PC. Okay, so if we go up here then, we obviously have the Pokemon PC. We have leveled up the environment to level 2. The shop now has a wider selection of items. New challenges are available. So you can raise the environment level further by increasing the number of Pokemon who live here and improving their comfort levels. As the environment level rises, new challenges will be unlocked and you will also see a broader selection of items available at the shop. Please keep up the good work and keep on living your best Poke life. So Professor Tangrowth is just saying that we raised the comfort level, and as I suspected, when you raise a Pokemon's comfort level, it's best to talk to them and grant their requests. More items will become available at the shop as the environment level increases. Use these items to further improve comfort levels and create new habitats for Pokemon. Okay, so we have so much more that has unlocked in the shop there. New items have been added to the shop, thanks to the increased environment level of the area. You can now shop for daily items, which should be quite nice as well. And set of 3 leaf den kits. Should we purchase that? Because it's only 50 of the life coins. So let's grab that. You got a leaf den kit. Ooh, if it isn't a building kit. Humans use these items to put up buildings. But construction is a complicated process. I'm not certain we could build something like that all on our own. First choose where you'd like to live, then place the leaf den kit there. Once it's complete, you can use it as a home. Okay. So gather some Pokemon and build a way. This makes a medium-sized den. Okay, so we'll do that in a second. But as I said, I do want to see if we can find where Magikarp is. Now, I can't remember where Magikarp is actually meant to be from the videos that I have already seen. But if we go up here... Oh, what's this? Lumber, okay. We can climb up there and get up here. And if we rock smash that, and we can head in here. I think we need to actually rock smash to make it so we can stand up. And we can see what this is. A dowsing machine, I think that says. You can use that to find hidden things such as objects buried in the ground. To use it, hold the machine in your hands and talk to a Pokemon who specializes in searching. Okay, so we've learnt that. However, if we grab this, so we got a storage box, which we can put items from our inventory in. We will probably at some point set up a storage area, but not yet. And what is this? So if we put, okay, see, this is just another type of storage box. Okay. Oh, I don't want to fall down there. though... Can we swim? We can. Though that being said, not very well. Okay. That's maybe why you don't start doing things before you've learned what you're meant to be doing. So we can't swim very well because we can't jump or anything, so let's just go round along the edge. Oh no, I can't get up. Well, that's problematic. I was trying to be really clever as well. I was trying to just go along the edge as much as we can, but it doesn't look like we have... Oh, let go. Don't want to do that. Can we hit these? No, okay. Because I was hoping that we'd be able to get around. Oh, this will help. Nice rock pile. Okay, so I think that's just where we're living, I'm guessing. But yeah, I believe somewhere you are meant to be able to find Magikarp quite early on. You can find him at your own kind of whenever you want to. But he gives you the ability to jump, which is another kind of key important thing that we learn in this game is jumping, which will massively help us out, I think, because then we might be able to jump a little bit more than we can obviously climb. But what is in here? Oh yeah, this is where we started the game, isn't it? This is the little cave that we started. Okay, this is not quite very useful for us, so let's head out of here then. And can we get up here at all? Doesn't look like it. We can't go over there. Okay. Just because for what I remember, Magikarp is next to the water somewhere, but doesn't look like I can remember where he's actually meant to be. Let's go up this way and see if we can find him over this way. Though that being said, we're struggling on actually getting up. So if we do that, because we can climb up there. And you know, if we can't get somewhere, we'll just mine our way across. Seems like a clever idea. Ooh. Drillbar. Soil around here is a little crumbly, huh? Oh, heya, nice to meet you. Do you live around here? I don't really know a whole lot about this area, so you've got to show me the ropes, okay? I'm counting on you. Okay, so we've found a Drillbar, which is a mole Pokemon and a ground type. It makes its way swiftly through the soil by putting both claws together and rotating at high speed. We don't know where to find it, and it has the speciality of search, which we've learnt about before, and an ideal habitat is dark. Okay. So can we talk to him? So anyway, I'm trying to get better at using Rototula on the dirt here, but I'm in a little bit of a pickle. By which I mean the soil around here is so dry that it just straight up crumbles when I try to till it. Okay. Okay, so if only there was someone who was the nicest person ever who could water this dry soil around here for me. I think we could do that. Water gun. So we can water the stone as well, to kind of stop that crumbling. And then we can water this area as well, just to stop it crumbling quite so easily, which will hopefully make Drillbar a little bit happier. So, can we talk to him now? Whoa, now the soil looks super nice and soft. And it's all thanks to you. Thanks so much. Okay, time to get my tilling on. So watch and learn if you want. Here I go. Okay. You use transform once again and we can now drill things. So, you learned rototiller, however you say that. So we will probably use that at some point. Whoa, you did it. Dang, you're pretty good at this. After you till the soil to loosen it up, you can grow veggie seeds in it. Okay, so that is going to be helpful. Wish I had a place to live. So it says he wants a dark habitat. So do we reckon... Can we just rock... No, I don't want to rock smash there. I want to kind of make a gap here. Because I don't know if we can... Or if it will let us. Oh. I think we can make it like a really big space. Because... we can only use our skills while we're in this mode. And if we go shrink down to ditto size, we can't actually do anything. Okay. It could be quite cool to have a house where we have to go into ditto form to get in. That'd be quite cool, I think. So if we go, hang on, habitat dex. Okay, so it's not showing us that. But if we go to the Pokédex and go to Drillbar. So we just know that he likes an ideal habitat which is dark. So we'll have to look into seeing if we can figure out how to make a habitat for him. But over here, what have we got? Ring ring. Good grief, I can't make heads or tails of this PC. Wait, why do I see console Corey? Hello? What? You can see me too, console Corey? Fascinating. Seems this PC is somehow capable of communicating with that Pokédex you're carrying. I seem to have gotten the knack of this PC. Now, let's see what happens if I push. Call ended. Ring ring. Seems like I should go pushing buttons willy-nilly. Yeah, probably not. That's how you rudely put the phone down on someone, Professor Tangrowth. Anywho, I'll contact you again another time. You be careful out there. Okay, so let's inspect this. So, the legendary ninja family has been added to your human records. The region in question was once inhabited by a famous clan of ninjas. Koga, a Fuchsia City gym leader in the distant past, and his daughter Janine were both members of this clan. Okay, so I imagine... Oh, you learned the ninja outfit look. Okay, would you like to stay transformed like this? Yeah, why not? That's cool. And we do have a mirror so we can go straight into the changing our appearance again. So obviously if we want we can go into being ditto. However, we're just gonna keep our look like this and not go doing that. Oh, okay, we have a door that has no purpose of being there. So let's see. So we have another kind of broken structure here, which has the improving your quality of life has been added to your human records. Maintain a comfortable level of brightness and temperature in your house. Don't hold back when you want something. Decorate with your home with your favourite furniture. Choose a place to live where it's easy to take walks you can clear paths near your home. Keep these points in mind and you'll be loving your lifestyle. Okay, and we got a recipe for a rustic door. And we have another crafting station there. But what's through here? Ooh. Beep, beep, beep. You have arrived at an area gate. Please place your Pokédex over the gate panel. Okay, I know that we're going to be able to go to another area today, but you cannot pass through this area gate at your current trainer rank. Okay. Ring, ring. Hello, Corey. Can you hear me, Console Corey? Whereabouts are you now? Oh, that looks like near the gate, right? As far as I can recall, the only folks who were able to get through the gate back in the day were humans, known as professors or trainers. You look like a trainer yourself, you know, so you may be able to pass through there at some point. Okay, so that's going to be how we get different kinds of Pokemon, I believe. But how high can we get up here? Not very. Okay. We do have another Pokeball here that we can get, which we got 20 blocks of arched tiling, which we will use probably to make paths when we eventually come to try and organise. You got a recipe for a water basin. Okay, can we go up there? Because we're still on the hunt to see if we can find Magikarp, or just like actually a way down to the water would be nice. Though I think I need to probably utilize my tools a little bit more, like my moves that I have. Okay, there's the Professor Tangrowth. You can immediately tell when you're there, because he is quite a large Pokemon. So we can instantly see him whenever we get close. And we've just unlocked a straw table. I've got some more kind of broken down houses here, which will probably all have more records in them at the looks of it. But for now, I just want to head up over this way. Because, oh, it's getting a bit misty up here, isn't it? If we go down here, do we think that this might be a place where we'd find Magikarp? No, we don't want to go into the water, because we need to be careful. Oh, we can't go any further. Okay, so I think we've found the border of where we can go. Let's... Oh, no. We're back in the water again, so it looks like we're gonna apparently end up back in water. Nice game. I think we're gonna have to just go home. Okay, we'll do that in a second. So let's we'll just go back to the Withered Wasteland home. You don't have a home. Would you like to go to a safe location nearby? Yes. Taking you to a different location. Thank you. Okay, so it's just taken us back to the kind of broken down Poke Center. So that did not quite go how we had intended. Now, thankfully, in terms of with this game, even at night, it is quite easy to see, and it actually looks, I think, quite nice at night. Which I think is quite nice, because often when playing games at night, it's not always great. But this is Flulun. Well, hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. Okay, so Drifloon, that is the Pokemon. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. Are you out for a stroll? You know, I really like a nice stroll too. I bet it'd be lots of fun if we travel together, don't you think? Okay, so, because of the way it floats aimlessly, an old folktale calls it a signpost for wandering spirits. It is a ghost flying type. Once it's found in 3 different habitats, but we don't know them yet. and its specialty is Dream Island. Pokemon with the Dream Island specialty can transport you to a Dream Island. I don't know what that does, but I'm sure it will become useful eventually. You know, I really like it here. It's so nice, but I guess I don't have anywhere to live, huh? It'd be real nice if I could have a nice chill home where I could just hang out, you know? I'll make you one. Huh? You're gonna make a home for me? Oh wow, that's so cool. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. So, you haven't discovered this habitat yet, but it's riding warm updrafts. Which is, 3 campfires. I think we could do that. Oh, but I do have a request. To be super cool if I could live close to everyone. I bet then I'd never be lonely. Thanks again, Ditto. The environment level increased. Okay, can we get him to follow us? Let's go. So, let's have him follow us this way. We'll just make sure he is following. Loosely following, but yeah, he's kind of following at his own slow pace. But it does tell me that he is quite close. So let's go up to the Poke Center. And actually, we need to get to the crafting station because we need to make the campfire. Because if we make 2 campfires, let's go to craft campfire. Oh, we're carrying too much stuff. Okay. Oh. Right. Can we actually, you know what? Let's place down some stairs. There we go. That'll do. Right, campfire. Oh. We can only make 1 at a time because of space in our pockets. So let's place down this storage box. And as is usual in these types of games, we're just going to dump a bunch of stuff in here that we don't really need. So then if we go to craft, this workbench is next to a storage box. That means when you're using this workbench, you can access materials in your bag and in the storage box. Okay. Make 1 campfire, yes. You made 1 campfire. And I need another stone. Okay. We will get stone in a second. But what we can do is we just place down a campfire here. And then is this a stone here? Yeah. So if we do this to make another campfire. I do apologise about any laughing you can hear in the background. Just like in the last stream, I've got quite a full house of people laughing. So we made 1 campfire. So let's go and place this down here as well. That's a little bit further away than I thought. So can I pick that up? How do I pick it up? There we go. Forgetting how to play the game already. Right, let's place that there. And what we actually need... we need Charmander. Come on, Charmander. Okay. Right. Hey, you see the moon up there? Where does it go during the day? Follow me. Let's go. Okay. Oh, okay, so you can have multiple Pokemon following you. And that should make a new habitat which Drifloon should like. Okay, so we have now made the habitats riding warm updrafts. So let's speak to Drifloon. You made me a home. Yay, thank you. I hope we can keep being, you know, really good friends. Okay, so I believe with Drifloon we might be able to learn the fly ability, maybe, which will hopefully let us get around a bit easier, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so about that, just a quick break. I was just quickly grabbing a drink. So let's speak to Drifloon. So, oh hi there, Ditto. Thanks for making me a home. I kind of want to take you some place special, as you know, my way of showing appreciation. But there aren't many humans around here, are there? So like humans, give me energy, you know. Human kids in particular give me lots. Without them, I don't know. I really just don't feel like doing anything at all. Yeah, I get that. Oh, thank you. You're so understanding, Ditto. I really wish I could, you know, pull myself out of this rut. You know, even if humans aren't around, I bet I could get a kick of energy for, you know, dolls that humans were really attached to. Now that I think about it, I'm getting doll vibes from over that way. So, yeah, maybe check it out. So, you know, if you find a doll, you should come show it to me, okay? Okay, so we accepted Drifloon's requests. Okay, right, so requests. Find a doll. So, let's see if we get info. So, if you're not sure about what to do next, talk to the Pokemon around you again to get more details. So, it was over in... which direction was it? I don't know. Let's go speak to him again. Because, I kind of wasn't paying attention on what area or what direction. What do you need again? A doll will perk me up. Yeah, I bet that's what I need. So it's over there. So, okay, near the Poke Center and then just off to the side. Okay, I can work with that. So how do we get to the Poke Center? Just up here. Okay, so if we go over this way and we can head past Professor whatever his name is. And if we head up here, I will sort your place to live out at some point, sir. And it said doll vibes from over here. So we could actually do with searching. Have we got the thing on? So let's hold that and talk to... fun fact, I actually don't have anywhere to crash around here yet. I'd really love to live someplace like this, but... Okay, so a fresh veggie field. So I'm guessing that's just going to be a vegetable field of any kind of 8 times of that. Okay. These parts sure don't seem to be crawling with veggie fields for me to live in, but you look like the type of Pokemon who could make it happen. So here, take these. You got bean seeds. Okay. If you've got a second, go ahead and use those seeds to make a home for me. Give it a go. Loosen up soil. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And try making a fresh veggie field to thank Drilber for teaching you this move. If you don't have enough seeds, you can buy them at the PC shop. So we hold that. And then do that. A treasure hunting, yeah. Team treasure hunters, assemble. Okay, so do we know how this actually works? To be honest, don't know how this works. So if anyone happens to figure out how this works, Pokemon with a search speciality can help you find buried items. Yeah, I'm told that, but I don't know how it works. Right, okay, we'll sort that in a minute. So let's be nice to Drilber, and we'll make him a little house here. Ooh, that seems effective. There we go. Right, so then let's go into here, and we can grab the bean seeds. And if we plant these down, it just says check on them tomorrow. Okay. So what I might do is if we get these planted today, and then I might try and get on to do a video tomorrow. It will probably be so yeah, I will try and do that video. It will probably go up just before I go live tomorrow. I'm live at 8 o'clock on Minecraft tomorrow. If you do want to watch that, Rock Smash, that's what I want. I don't know why I'm going the weirdest way, because if Drilber's going to be living through here, would it not be wise to just do that? Okay, so by the way, if you wondered what I was doing there, if you hold down ZR, you can, when you're doing one of the moves, you can just keep smashing, or keep doing it. Which is very useful, because I've just then made this gap here. So we can actually find, we can actually access where Drilber's living a little bit easier. So if we have, going on the idea that I said earlier on having similar Pokemon living together. Oh, we've leveled up our environment to level 3. So we've now got a wider selection of items. So can we get some seeds? But if we have all the kind of Pokemon that are similar to Drilber in one area, I think that would be helpful. Oh, wooden bed. No, I need to focus. As cool as it would be to have a nice bed, we need some seeds, which is costing me 50 to do. So let's go back over here. So we will have a look. So what Pokemon are similar to Drilber? So Drillbur's a ground type, I think. I will have a look in a second. But I believe he's like a ground type Pokemon. Oops, come on. Go where I want you to go. There we go. And then can we plant one in... No, plant one there. Okay, so this will make, hopefully, a habitat for Drillbur. So it's a fresh veggie field, which is where Drillbur will want to live. And actually, what we could do, instead of going on Pokemon that are similar to each other, maybe put Pokemon that like living in the same environment together. So anyone that lives in the fresh veggie fields, we could maybe put those together. Might be quite a nice idea. But let's now speak to Drillbur. I just knew you were the right Pokemon to ask. This is such an awesome home. Thank you so much. Okay, so we completed Drillbur's request. So we have done that. Now, we were told about a doll, some kind of doll from over here. So I wonder actually, because obviously he was mentioning about them being connected with humans. So do we reckon it's in one of these houses? Perhaps. Though having said that, there's no kind of chests or anything that I haven't searched here. Or along this kind of stretch of broken road. But what we can do is we can get some energy back resting in the bed, which is quite nice. Or at least I think we can get some energy back doing this. So yeah, if we have different Pokemon that kind of live in the same habitats living together, I think that would be quite nice, because then we can make multiple habitats really close together for them. And we don't seem to actually be doing much, getting much energy doing that. So we'll probably do things like that off camera, as opposed to in the middle of a stream would probably work better. However, I wanted to see if we can make Drifloon happy, because then he might show us some moves. However, it doesn't look like we can figure out where the doll energy is. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Let me do that. There we go. Because then I can go up here and mine this block there. If we can go up here. There we go. So we can go up here, and then is there any... Because there's houses up here as well. So it might be up here. So let's inspect this. A surprise in the garden has been added to your human records. I just got this weird feeling when I was out in the garden. Parasect was acting restless too, so I asked it to dig here. With that, Caroline smiled and showed us a mysterious fossil. Okay. You learned the point here emote. Okay, so if we press down... Oh, okay, so we have all of the different emotes. Ooh. And now Pokemon can kind of dance along with emotes as well, which is quite interesting. Do we think... If we were to get our water gun... Can we water these flowers? Okay, yeah. Which just makes those. Have we got any other food on us? We have some fresh carrots. Let's eat some carrots. Oh. They fully recover. Okay. That fully recovers our energy levels. But let's inspect this. We got one copy of Pokemon Center music. If you have a music player, you can listen to a tune. Okay. So that's quite useful to know. We've got gates and doors in this house. Oops. I just stole the door. I just stole the door. I think we placed the door back down, to be honest. And I say we open the door. I think that's a much nicer thing to do, rather than just stealing the door. I say we open it. And let's inspect this. So photo 2 has been added to your human records. A cute photo of Pokemon. If anyone knows what they are called, feel free to let me know. I'm going to say they're fairy Pokemon. Should we see if we can figure out what they're called? If you give me a second, because I have access to the full Pokedex on my phone. So if we search, so this is, oops, what have I done? No. Right, alright, so if we say this is probably a fairy Pokemon, all game versions, is it it's either going to be fairy or psychic. I actually think that's a psychic Pokemon, to be honest. So if you just give me a second and I will try and figure out what it's called. Okay, so I can't remember what the Pokemon is called. I will try and find out ahead of the next video or stream, as I believe I have come across that one in a Pokemon game that I've played in the past. So I might just have to go on to one of those off camera. I've just stolen the door again. I might have to go and have a look at one of those games to figure out what the Pokemon is called. But for now, let's just head back down here. And can we get all the Pokemon following us? What's the limitation on Pokemon following you? Go on, follow me. Talk. Oh. Okay, you won't follow me. Never mind. Should we go over here? Because this is like a busy space. And there's actually a Pokemon rumbling around here. Let's inspect this just before we end off for today's stream. Ooh. This is Hoot Hoot. Hoot. Oh, hey there. Was I being too loud? I can't help it. I just get the urge to cry out around this time. Oh, don't worry, I'm not sad or anything. It's just a habit, Hoot. Okay, so we have unlocked Hoot Hoot, an owl Pokemon, which is a normal flying Pokemon. Hoot Hoot's internal clock is precise at all times. It tilts its head in a fixed rhythm. So you find it in the pretty flower bed, and it does trade and fly. So Pokemon with the fly speciality can fly you to a Pokemon you're searching for. Okay, so that's actually quite useful to know. And we've actually got a fair few Pokemon from that habitat. So we've got 2 Pokemon from that habitat now, out of the 6 you can get there. So we'll have to do that, do some more of this little habitat. But for now, with all these lovely Pokemon hanging around us, that is all the time we have for today's stream. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.